Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica Edwards, and welcome to part 89 of the American Show. Let us begin. So, Patrick was laying on his bed next to his girlfriend, next to his girlfriend, and he hears his phone ringing, but it's far away. So he gets out of his bed and he grabs his phone and is out for Queen. He asked, "Hey, I this is not about business. Uh, just in case you were wondering, um, I would really like to have lunch with you if you don't mind. Don't ever, you know, I would really love to have lunch with you if you're not too busy. Oh, okay, no problem. Is it no? You said it's not a business lunch. That is correct. This is a personal lunch. I want to be your friend if you don't really mind. And he says, oh, okay. Um, okay, no problem. This is a little bit weird, but okay, no problem. And then he hangs up the phone. He hangs up the phone, and of course, Jackie goes says, "Hey, who was that? Oh, it was my boss. He wants to hang up." "Oh, really?" She said. "Yeah. Um, it's really weird, but I'm going to. I don't know. I mean, it's really weird, but okay. I mean, I'm down. I mean, it's not necessarily a problem for me. I don't have a problem unless it gets weird and it will get, then I will have a problem. But I mean, let's hope not. I mean, I'm going to dinner where I'm going to have lunch with my boss, and it's not going to be a problem. I mean, you know, I'm not looking for anything, and I'm not looking for anything. I'm not like asking for promotion or anything like that. I'm very happy with my American Show gig. I am very happy about that. I'm very content with my life now. I don't need anything from him or anyone right now. I mean, I don't necessarily need anything right now. Unless, you're gonna marry me eventually, which I know will happen eventually. I just need you to eventually. We're not there yet. Don't ever get me wrong. We're not there yet. I'm just saying that I don't need anything right now. You know what I mean? And she said, "Nice, very slick." And yeah, I know, but I just said that we were not going to, rush anything, right? I mean, I'm just saying that I don't need anything. But, like, I'm just saying that I don't need anything, right? Then I just said that I don't need anything from anyone. In the long run, I will. I mean, I'm going to need you to marry me. I love you very much, but that's down the line. It's not a big deal. It's not right now, man. You know what I mean? This I know that. But right now, I don't need it right now. So, I mean, if he wants to have lunch with me, yeah, it's fine. I don't have any problems with it. I think it's a little bit weird, but I mean, he's a little bit of a weird guy. He's not a crime. It's not a crime. He's weird, but it's not a crime. So yeah, I'm going to lunch with my boss, and you know, you know, don't know why he asked me, but no, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna have lunch with my boss and have a good time. You know what I mean? Wow, that was okay. There was a lot of information. There was a lot of messed up words. Sorry, I'm just a little bit nervous. Wow, okay. So, what are we having for breakfast? She said. Well, I'm thinking about bacon and some, you know, what do you want? Well, I'm thinking about going out, I'm thinking about, cooking you some breakfast if you don't mind. Really? He says. Oh, oh, okay, okay, no problem. Cool. This is, and then he walked into and then he was leaving. But as he was leaving his room to eat some breakfast naked, of course, cause his cause because his daughter wasn't his daughter was out that morning, so he and his girlfriend was naked eating some, you know, cause yeah, it's not a big deal. But anyway, he was like, just sitting, he was just leaving his room and trying to, you know, get ready for the shower. But as he was leaving to get ready for the shower, so he can, eat his breakfast with his girlfriend, he was like to himself, well, this is a little bit of a weird day so far, or a real morning so far. Hmm. Uh, oh wow. So he just decided that he was gonna like take a shower and eat breakfast with his girlfriend, cause they were alone, and they can, you know, just shoot the breeze with each other while still eating breakfast together. And so he hits the shower. He, does whatever he has to do. He gets out of there after he does whatever he has to do. He gets dressed. He gets dressed and just has a good time. To make a long story short, he just has a good time with his girlfriend. Sorry, messed up a little bit. Girlfriend, Jackie Gold, who had just made him breakfast. And he was like, huh, that's a weird but sweet day so far, he said to her. I mean, first, my boss wants to have lunch with me, and now you're cooking me breakfast? Huh, thank you, but it's a little bit weird. I usually do that. I don't necessarily mind either, he said. And she said, yeah, but I just thought it'd be nice. Thank you. Once again, thank you. I appreciate that very much. But I mean, it's just a little bit weird, that's all. Oh, no problem. And so, he was, you know, he was eating his breakfast and, having a good time, just having a good time eating his breakfast and talking to his girlfriend. You know what I mean? And then it was time to go off to work. So that's what he did. He went to work. Well, actually, he didn't actually go. Well, he did go to work. He went to work, and actually, it was actually a little bit different because he was actually supposed to go on someone else's show. Um, the uh, the the morning, the Sweet Town morning show for a, to promote the the upcoming guest of the American show that was coming on to appear, and a special appearance from a great singer who was also going to be on the morning show as well. And so he just drives, you know. So after he finishes his, mm, so after he finishes his breakfast and gets after he gets dressed and all that stuff, he finishes his breakfast. He uh he gets dressed. I always said that. He goes. He eats his breakfast. I always said that too. And eventually, he's like, "Okay, I gotta go now." He says goodbye to his girlfriend, and that was it. He goes into his car. Excuse me. He, you know, just drives to the morning show, which is not owned by the Alpha Coin Network, which is owned by another TV network, um, which is owned by another TV network, of course, who is competing with Alpha Coin and the Alpha Coin Network, of course. And he's a little bit weirded out by that also. But he just thinks of it as business, not a big deal. And so he's like, so he goes to the into the studio to do the taping along with the singer who's going to be on the American show. And he did have a good time. The shoot was great. It had some problems, but overall, it was pretty cool. It was pretty good. He watched it with his mother for years, and he was just starstruck by the host who has been there for years up to that point, and now he's talking to him, and the host is talking to him about the American show, which is very awesome, man. He's very starstruck, and so he leaves, and he leaves. It's 1 o'clock in the p.m. No, it's not. It's 8:30, and so the show ended at 8:30, and he leaves. He just leaves the show for a while. He just leaves the show after the show was over, and he just wants to drive around for a little while. But he just drives around for a while. Then he realizes that he needs to go to Randy Gold's house to check up on her. So that's what he does. He goes to Randy Gold's house, and he knocks on the door, and it's Susan. She answers the door. She says hi. She welcomes him into the house, of course, and he sees Randy, and Randy says hi to him, and she says, "I'm one step closer to coming back to work." Well, that's good. And he said, "Well, listen, this is very weird, man. I just a couple minutes ago, a couple of hours ago, I just had a phone call from, from Alpha Queen asking me to go out for lunch with him. It's just kind of weird." And then Susan said, "Yeah, I know. He told me. He told me he was gonna do that." Um, and uh, and then and then um, Patrick said, "Wow, um, I mean, so are you gonna go?" "Yeah, of course I am," he said. And then she said, "Okay, okay." So what brings you here? Well, the American show doesn't start until no, the rehearsals doesn't start until like 12 o'clock. No, until like 6 o'clock rather. Sorry, I got the time wrong. No problem. So I just thought that I could drive around. I did the morning show. I did the morning time show. Who just asked me to a couple months, a couple of days ago. They just asked me to go there to promote the American show because these big singers come on the show. Which show? The American show or that show? The American show. Ah, I think you know her, right? Yeah, everybody knows that. She has the big song. Oh, oh, cool. That's nice. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good song. You have her on your show? Yes, yes, I do. Tonight, actually, I hope you watch it. You too, you too. And I hope you watch it too, Randy. She said, yeah, I would love to. No problem. And so, yeah. So he was like, okay, so I think it's about to, I have to go, I have to, do you want me to leave? I don't want to be here anymore, and I really want to drive around. No problem. And so, see you later. And then he leaves. He gets back into his car, and, and of course, he just drives around until it's, turns into the afternoon time, and now it's 1 o'clock. So he meets, so he drives to the restaurant that African is at to have lunch with his boss. He gets there and he sits down and he's feeling a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not a bad situation per se in his mind. And he said, "So I am very happy that you showed up here. I can't wait to eat with you." Me too. Patrick said, and then Alpha Queen said, "Well, I hope you like the food. It's gonna be great. Now, I just wanted to hang out with you. That's all. No problem. So, so how's the new girlfriend? I know that everything seems to be going well with you two." And then and then he said, "Yeah, yeah, everything's going great. She just made me breakfast this morning, so I just thought, which is a little bit weird because I usually do that myself. But yeah, yeah, it was pretty nice. We're having a great relationship." Mm. And then he said, "Well, those words doesn't make any sense. Want to try again?" He asked. No, I'm okay. Okay, cool. And then the burgers get there, right? They had two cheeseburgers and they're real good burgers, and they're very cool, they're very delicious. And he drinks his soda, of course, and eventually he leaves. Now, because by this time he needs to, check on his daughter who was at his brother's house, and so he leaves to do that. He goes to his car. He says to his boss, "Well, thank you for the lunch. I appreciate it." And then he said, No problem. I would love to have some. I would love to do it again. And then me too, Patrick said. And then he leaves to go to visit his brother and his daughter. So he gets to his brother's house to check up his daughter. They have they have a short conversation before he turns to his brother and said, "That was a little bit weird. I just had lunch with my boss. Wow, that's cool. What do you guys talk about? Nothing. Huh. So how's your album going? It's going fine. It's going alright. I mean, we do need to work on it. I mean, hey, yo, I heard about the score the interview that you scored. That's pretty cool, man. I know. No, no. It's not a big deal. I mean, I just, wanted to, talk to her. Because I was a big fan of hers. And, I didn't want her to be on my show or anything like that. I don't need anything from anybody, of course. And everything was just fell into place, really. Well, that's cool, man. Well, and then he just talked to his brother for a while. Talk about the divorce and talk about, everything that was going on with him. And then eventually, they did this for like hours, and then eventually it turns to 6 o'clock. And he said, "Holy shit, I need to go." And so that's what he did. He goes out, he leaves the house that his brother is at. He leaves the house. He just leaves the house, and eventually he gets to the studio, and the rehearsal begins. Everything's just going perfectly, and everything's just going great. The rehearsal is wonderful. The show is now beginning. After he goes into the dressing room, it's now showtime. Of course, he is so happy to be there, and he introduces, you know, he goes on his monologue and does the, stuff that he needs to do. Introduces the band and all that, and then he introduces the guest. He sits her down and they talk for a while. They're having a great time. Everything's just going great. You know what I mean? And so to make a long story short, she performs, of course, and he's mesmerized by her performance. And he keeps messing up his words after the show after the song is over, and he says her name right, and he says it wrong a couple of times, and of course she corrects him. He says sorry as you would, and the credits roll. He says goodbye to the audience. He says goodbye to the viewers, and the show is over. He he she was walking out the door. He says, "I'm so sorry. Once again, I'm so sorry I'm messing your name. I was just so mesmerized by your performance, and I so sorry." And she said, "No, you didn't do anything wrong. Everybody, it's a quite mesmerizing performance, So don't beat yourself up too bad. I hope not." So he leaves the Alpha Clan Studios. He goes into his car and drives off into the night. He and then he just comes home. His girlfriend had just cooked him dinner, and now he was ready to eat dinner. Um, and that was it. He sits down and eats his dinner along with his girlfriend, and now it was time for him to go to bed. So that's what he did. And so that's what he did. To be continued. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, leave a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, telling me what you like about the video, hate about the video. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.